Friday morning. Friday morning. What's going on, everybody? You just give me a moment here. I'm going to share this out to the Gilded chat and a few other places to get some people showing up for a little Friday morning chill out session with some coffee. Um, we had a. What the hell is this? That's already live. Okay, so then why isn't it live over here? There I am. So Tracy had to cancel this morning for the Friday show. So I'm just going to send this out to a whole bunch of people and see who shows up for a couple of minutes because it's going to be a good day. It's a rainy day over here, but last night it was snowing. Snowing like the dickens. Good morning, Annie. Good morning, Gio. Good morning, Witchy Poo. Lisa, how's everybody feeling? I hope you're feeling well. Hold on, let me drop this into the Telegram. Hey, we're live. Come hang out. There you go. Paste into the Telegram. Let me put it into the Gilded chat, which is a great way to hang out. Hey, good morning, everybody. We are live. Come hang out. See how easy this is? See how easy this is? Everyone. Hold on. I'm going to be looking at your chats. Just give me a second. I just want to get this link out just so a couple more people from the quite frankly universe we have going on over here. Everyone, come on. Tag everybody. I hate when the tagging doesn't work. Every once in a while. Did anybody else have snow last night? Good morning, folks. Hello, Kim Woods. We should normalize eating dolphins. I don't know. I don't know about the eating dolphins thing. I don't know about that. I didn't expect Keanu to have such a real dislike of the Dolphins last night, calling them bullshit artists and all that other stuff. But King 40, great show last night. Oh, I knew you'd like it because I know you like Gino and Chrissy. But we are live. Come hang out. Come on. There we go. Put that out there. See who shows up now. All right, back into you. Tons of snow in Alberta, Canada. Okay. Yes, we have snow. I'm in Dutchess County, New York. Okay, I know Dutchess. Are dolphins gay? Well, there is a gay dolphin in South Carolina, in Myrtle Beach. I think it's a beach shop. It's a shop right there on Ocean Boulevard. It's called the Gay Dolphin. And every time that we went down there, we'd always laugh when we saw it. Like, is this the Gay Dolphin? Oh. So I guess I always assumed that dolphins were gay since then. They got a gayness to them. They're very flamboyant, very dramatic. Especially that one that we were talking about last night that separated himself from everywhere else and he's talking. I don't know. We'll need rain. My well was drying up. We haven't had rain over here since probably around Aurora's birthday, middle of September. It's been really dry over here. So there you have it. There you have that. So we had a lot. Oh man, Gito Gee can't stop farting. He must be part of the fart right. Somebody help him, please. Get him some activated charcoal. What's going on, Linnea? Ton of rain. Yeah, we had a ton of rain too, but I guess it got cold enough last night to turn some of it into snow. Do you think we will survive Putin's wrath? I hope. He just has to hold out. I mean, been holding out for 2.5 years. You think 2 months, but you know, we're being driven to the brink. What do you think? Hundreds of J6 prisoners released. Is that a wish or is that a headline that I have not seen? Let's see. Okay, so tonight, it's Friday. I think Matt is coming by. I want to give away another ounce of silver. I want to hang out. I have a couple of things here. There's a few robot headlines that I thought were interesting, especially robots. These reports of robots kidnapping other robots. Another report of a robot that was calling other robots home, whatever that means. Almost like I almost feel like we're building up to like an Order 66 kind of a deal, where eventually all the robots are just they turn on us. You think Matt Gaetz was 4D chess draw to play to draw out more swampies? I mean, I don't know what Matt Gaetz was. I'm fighting off a sneeze right now. This is going to be a really gay sneeze. It feels gay for some reason. Don't do this to me. Okay, it's gone. The the Matt Gaetz thing, I don't know what the hell that was about. It was exciting for a little while, just because the way he's talked about Epstein, the way he's really thrown shade at a lot of Republicans. Did you ever see any of that that documentary about how congressmen make their millions, how they come in to Congress on a baseline salary, and they come out with tens of millions of dollars in the bank? The Blaze put it together. I think they released it earlier on this year, and Matt Gaetz was a part of it. And there are sections of that documentary where he's just taking people, through the offices, congressional offices, and he's pointing out people, and he's not pulling any punches. Republican members of Congress on appropriations committees, on ethics committees, all that stuff, and talking about all of their inside trading practices and stuff like that. Um, so you see things like that, and you hope that you are able to put the gavel or the axe in a person like that's hands. I don't really follow anybody from a personal fanboy standpoint, but as far as filling a post like Attorney General, if somebody has a mindset focused on addressing shit like that, that's exciting to me. Now, what this all meant, I don't know. We were wondering what was Chrisanne Hall saying again before when I texted her about that last week. Let me go back to that for a second. Um, Hold on a second. Just give me a moment. Matt Gaetz. Okay, so this was around the time that we were talking about recess appointments, because the whole thing is, the original question was it 4D chess to was it 4D chess to put him out there to see where all the swampies are? You don't need you know who they are. You know Lisa Murkowski and Susan Collins, Mitt Romney. You know that Mitch McConnell is a demented old fuck. Um, there's you don't really need that much to find that out. So I don't know why you would need to do that. I would have to imagine that with how bad we know, how swampy we know Republicans are, that anybody that's worth a damn would have had to be put in through recess appointment. So I thought that we were going to see Trump using these little utilized constitutional tools to adjourn Congress and force recesses in, but I guess not. Chrisanne said this back on November 13th. He has to play the political game and put up a public fight. It's going to be a wild ride. Maybe Trump just wants to put someone like Gaetz up against these guys at the confirmation hearings and make them look like total loser globalist a-holes. You think the light was shined last time around? We ain't seen nothing yet. He's not just picking anti-establishment. He's picking articulate, bare-knuckle brawlers. And he says that I don't care if they don't approve him. He's a winner either way. I said, but we need him to be approved. Are there any tricks that you can see to make this happen? Because obviously you're not going to get, you're not going to get these senators to vote for him. She says there's no guessing or speculating this time around. Maybe he is the strategy. We'll have to see. It's super early in the game, and Gaetz might just be a bullet fodder to make the real guy or girl, if it really is Pam Bondi, who Chrisanne Hall, as a Floridian, is not a very big fan of, to make the real pick look better. Like I said, Gaetz doesn't care if he's picked. He's solid no matter what. He might just be waiting for the fight because it's fun. But the more curious thing is the resignation. Why? Didn't have to resign. Didn't have to resign at all. Not now, at least. So didn't know what that is. So at first I said to myself, if he is unable to really get nominated, maybe this is all about flushing Marco Rubio out of the Senate and getting one more swamp creature, pro-war, you know, freak sitting up there and delivering all of their scripted dialogue with people like Victoria Nuland about our biological presence, unstated biological presence in Ukraine, and putting kind of like foreshadowing that if there is some kind of bioterrorist disaster out there, it could only ever be Russia. I mean, he was playing that game, and to make him the top diplomat in the country at state, I wanted there to be some kind of multi-dimensional chess move there because that's bad. So I'm thinking, all right, well maybe they got him out of the Senate. Matt Gaetz, is there enough political? Is there enough in the bank over there with Ron DeSantis to put Matt Gaetz in the Senate now? And then down the line, before some real moves have to be made diplomatically, Marco Rubio is fired, and then all of a sudden he's just out of a job. Listen, as I say, I game plan until all doors are closed, and then I'm not the type to keep myself in denial. But let's see what happens. If Gaetz and DeSantis are tight, like Maynard says, maybe this is a play for the Senate. Bannon's got to be some brain behind the game. This is what, I've been talking to Noor bin Laden. I said, Noor, listen. I said, Noor, I very rarely tap on friends' shoulders to see if they can put in a good word with me with other guests. But if you could please just make Steve Bannon's people aware of my presence, I would love to talk to Steve Bannon right now for the first time and ask him some questions, because I believe that. I do believe I always love the way that he talks with a certain amount of confidence. It's a confidence that I feel like you can't fake without some level of knowing. I'd like to know what he thinks. I want to have. I'm still waiting to see if Dilly will come on the show tonight for 20 minutes. I want to see what he thinks. So he still advises Trump. Oh, I can imagine. Frank, are you optimistic for the next 4 years? Absolutely. 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 Because I'm not going into the next 4 years. First of all, we already have a leg up that it's not going to be 4 years under the prom queen and all the creatures that are behind her. And some people can say, well, it's all the same creatures. I'm sure there's a lot that are embedded that are not going to leave willingly, but we definitely have a leg up. And even if, like I said, even if we have a stalemate, some kind of a pause, that even some things are delayed a little bit, we're never going to get 100% of what we want, because first of all, not everybody wants the same things. So to think that something's going to happen up there, that's why ultimately I'm for anybody that kind of like dismantles this shit. And in the meantime, if we can't get total dismantling of it all, then I just hope that we get a little bit of a reprieve and just a little bit more breathing room and a little bit more boost to spirit. And that's what we've gotten. I always said that one of the greatest immediate payoffs from an election, even if you believe that the votes don't matter, is that when you get a little peek behind the curtain and you see what's really going on inside of hearts and minds of real flesh and blood people, then That's a great boost in spirit. And that can translate into all types of incredible, bold, risk taking action on local levels, people forming new businesses. There's new optimism all over the place, even if it's just economically. So, yeah, I'm very optimistic. You have to be optimistic. And whenever we lose and whenever something is not good, don't be afraid to just call it out for being a shit move or a shit result or whatever. But it's not all going to be bad and it's not all going to be good. So, in that case, you have to be the one that chooses to be a glass half full or empty. And if it's going to be, I don't know, if it comes out 50-50, I'm going to go with the optimistic approach. If it's all just shit, I'll say it's shit. But still, there's going to be at least a small leg up. World War III could still happen. Absolutely. I mean, absolutely. We got 2 months. Think about the demolition that could be done in 2 months. That's why I said I hope that there's back channeling going on. I hope that there's back channeling going on where somebody from the Trump transition team is making some sort of a, because there's no reason for him not to be talking diplomatically and putting messages out there to heads of state elsewhere that we're an incoming transition, incoming administration, and everybody please just hold the line, don't do anything rash, even though our people are obviously they're insane people. Hold on one second, just gotta check something. Okay. Sorry, I have to keep checking up on something else. I'm taking care. Gray state is happening. Until it's time not to. Scavino should run for Congress. I'm looking forward to the new crypto commission. I'm not looking forward to anything crypto. Hey, good for you guys who held strong with Bitcoin. For those of you who have a few Bitcoins, and now you're sitting on a $100,000 coin or something close to it. What are you doing? Are you just holding on to it forever? Are you making a couple of translate? I don't know. Are you putting some of it into gold? Are you? Because at this point, I'm telling you, if a Bitcoin is now, a few Bitcoin is now a house. That's what I'm talking about. With Bitcoin now being, because I something tells me that this is all going to come down to zero one day. I don't know why. I don't know why. And there's too much digital interest in this kind of technology for bad people have too much interest in this technology. I don't want it to be that way, to feel that way, because I want people to go out there and create all types of new privacy enhanced ways of doing business and global commerce and whatever. But I just know the types of forces that we're all up against. And admittedly, I don't know the technology too well. But if I were sitting on some of this stuff now and I had many hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars, and seeing how volatile these markets can be, where you're up to $70,000 a coin, then all of a sudden it's back down to 20 or whatever the hell, and you can see these big fluctuations. Do any of you guys feel inclined to, at this point, take a little bit out and buy land, make land purchases, make physical property purchases that you otherwise could, some kind of store of value that is definitely going to be a lot less volatile? Do you feel that way when you have this kind of a surplus? Because that's what I would be thinking. You'd cash out, but somebody said I cash out before the rug pull. Well, I don't know how the rug pulls. It's all over I would. They're not making any new land. Yeah, I know. That's what I'm thinking. Like if it's not actual stacking, because that's the other thing there too. That's the other thing there too about stacking. There's only so much you can stack, unless you have an underground bunker, safes, whatever, and you can go nuts with it. But if you're trying to stay mobile, I mean, I don't know why it's really tough for somebody to keep more than 25 pounds worth of metal unless you have a safe location that you can really just go nuts with. But the things that ruled 5,000 years ago are still relevant ruling today, like gold, silver, and the Anunnaki. That's why goldbacks are a good, easy way to handle and transfer. Yeah, the quite frankly coin. What did we say the quite frankly coin was going to be? Like a wooden nickel? We're going to start selling wooden nickels. That's the quite frankly coin. Well, you want a frank NFT, you become a sponsor. You become a Polaroid sponsor. I've got like 9 spots left on Patreon and Subscribestar. It's a Polaroid sponsor. When people were trying to explain NFTs to me a couple of years ago, I said, "What? You just spent $5,000 on a digital Pokemon card? A picture of something that is only digital? What are you talking about?" "Well, it's exclusive. There's nothing like it. It's the only one like this. Take a screenshot." Now there's 2. But the quite frankly NFT is become a monthly sponsor on Patreon or Subscribestar under the Polaroid tier, and every month you get a one-of-a-kind physical photo. That's the real NFT. Wooden nickel with a laughing jester. Yeah, we would need somebody to press that or burn it. That's one of those things where it'd probably be awesome if it was laser cut. Don't take any wooden nickels. So, research nostro vostro. What's that, Blue Lotus? Let me just put it out there again because I'm only going to be on for a couple more minutes. Tonight's show. It's Friday, so I like getting a little bit more variety than usual. I think Matt might be in. Do you have any? I have a couple of topics that we can do over here, but do you have anything that you would like to do? Matt would actually really like the. I think Matt would actually really like the Benjamin Franklin dating advice from last night, but I don't want to do that 2 nights in a row. But it was a perfect opportunity to do that with Chrissy and Gino and Keanu last night. But I know Matt would love that as well. The Ghost of Kiev. Yeah, that's an NFT. That's like a living NFT right there. Great show last night. Thank you, Linda. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Full house. I know, full house. I loved it. I loved having all those people in the room. Got to do it more often. Are you doing homeschooling? Yes. Yes. In fact, before Aurora went out on a little field trip with her mother a little while ago, I just ran through the alphabets and the and the numbers with her again with the flashcards and all that stuff. Just little hits here and there still. Bro, so good to see you live today. Thank you, Tyler. I'll be live tonight as well. Would Matt date an older woman? I don't see why not. I don't see why not. Does she enjoy learning? Yeah, she does. But she gets frustrated quick. She already does the Aurora already does that. So where'd she hear that from? Where did she hear that from? I don't know where she gets all this stuff. I feel like some of the things. No, she's not reading yet. She's not reading yet. We're still putting together words and. I mean, putting together letters, words, and next having her sound things out. But she just turned 4, so I mean, I wasn't doing what she was doing at 4, though I think Anthony already knew all 50 states. So I have to get a map of the United States, and we have to start learning the states. That's what I should do. Hold on. Christmas list. United States puzzle. U.S. map puzzle. I had a couple other things for her. I got for Christmas. I got her a her first Where's Waldo book too. Like I went to go get some of the classic Where's Waldo. So she's got a Where's Waldo. I'm gonna get this map puzzle. We got a few other things that we're getting for her. I also got this like fidget thing. Like it's a block that has, you know how when they're really young you get them like latches and things like that, but this one is like buttons that light up. It almost looks like the cockpit of like the of a jet, of a fighter jet or something. And she does so much pretending around here. I figured that it would be a really good thing for her to incorporate into whatever she's pretending she's doing. So I know she likes that type of stuff. Magnets are great, indeed they are. Hop on Pop and all the Dr. Seuss. It's already over there. Hop on Pop. Almost all the Dr. Seuss are over there. She's got hold on. Yeah, hold on. Oh, let me show you some of the stuff we got. This I made sure I got. The Golden Book Encyclopedia from the 60s. That right there, hell yes. These are some of my books when I was a kid, too. Well, obviously, all the places you'll go. The Littlest Angel. This one is... That one's very special. This one, too. This was mine. The Magical Scooter. It, for me, age 2. Look, is that for me? Frank asked, surprised, a little confused. He wasn't expecting anything, but the big box was just too tempting to refuse. And now, of course, it talks about all my grandmothers and grandfathers are in there. Baby Anthony and Rosie, my dog. So happy to like this. This really gets me, this stuff. And I remember this. Where's my picture? There I am. Little 2-year-old Indian. How racist. Little 2-year-old racist. Well on my way of being a giant racist. So Aurora has all those. What else do we have that I... Oh, there's more. Hold on. Wait a second. Well, obviously, here's some of the classics. I'm thinking for book club, in January, we might do Fahrenheit 451. And I'm thinking over the course of the summer, the June read, I'm leaning toward something Mark Twain. I'm leaning toward Mark Twain in June. Obviously, in March for book club, we're going to be reading the follow-up novel to The Robe, which is called The Big Fisherman. So we're going to be doing that. So I have everything all set up. All I just need is an August pick and and some ideas for October. Maybe we'll stick with the scary short stories for October. We can do some Isaac Asimov and stuff like that. It'd be a lot of fun. Mark Twain and Nikola Tesla were great friends. Frank, are you familiar with the McGuffey readers? No, I'm not. Maybe a less known Mark Twain? Well, I have his short stories over there too. But I want it to be able to last the entire month. So I don't know what you think. Admittedly, I've never read any of his, even the biggest ones. Um, Tom Sawyer, Huck. I haven't gotten the big ones there. There's Robin Hood. Got some Philip Roth. I remember reading Philip Roth's Portnoy's Complaint. Was the first time I ever read a book and laughed out loud. But it's dirty, of course. I think it caused a lot of problems when it came out. We can also read Kerouac, On the Road. That could be a good August book. We have not done Fahrenheit 451, but I just said I think that's going to be the pick for book club in January. The book club is going to be all the book club picks are going to be announced in the December whatchamacallit newsletter, which is going to be public. So everybody out there, you're going to be able to read the December newsletter, and we're thinking about ways of making the newsletter public for everybody in 2025. I just have to find something to replace it in the universal perks for those who are sponsors. I mean, I would sponsoring the show is what makes the efforts that are being put into things like the newsletter even possible. There's so much effort being put into it, and everybody deserves more for what they do, but we just like powered by love at this point. Watch out for the N word in Mark Twain. Oh, I'll watch out for it, all right. We'll we'll be dodging it like bullets in the Matrix. Especially since one day all of those book club sessions are made public. You know, we could talk about this stuff in private streams, but then a couple of months down the road, I have to put Never Ending Story. I have to put Never Ending Story public, and I'll put all of the short stories public in January, because those are all pretty scary. Love is quite powerful indeed. Twain wrote other great stuff too. Well, give me all of your suggestions for Twain, because I would like Mark Twain to be that summer pick. That would be nice. I'm trying to get into the sponsor loop, but learning to utilize my Pilled subscription still. Well, I mean, if you are a subscriber, if you subscribe to, quite frankly, onpilled.net, then you're already a sponsor. And all of the Sunday streams and the book club streams are sent to you right to your direct messages. And that's, you don't even have to do anything. Just got to check your DMs. Uh-oh. I think they're home. Oh, yeah. The brunettes are home. The brunettes are home, everybody. Hold on. The brunettes are home. Uh-oh. Lunch. It's almost lunchtime. Huckleberry Finn. Twain has a story, The European War, lampooning the idea of world war happening. Well, a Connecticut Yankee in King Arthur's court. Email me these, please. Been watching old movies that would not fly in today's world. They're great. Most of them are like that now. It's sad. Like everything you watch, there's at least some element of any movie that's more than 30 years old that you say that's not happening again. I mean, even little things like Sleepless in Seattle. You remember Sleepless in Seattle at the end when the kid Jonah, I think his name is, or something, is trying to bring together Tom Hanks and Meg Ryan at the top of the Empire State Building on Valentine's Day or whatever. And how do they ultimately come back together? How they actually all meet on the top of the Empire State Building? He leaves behind his backpack. He forgets his backpack at the top of the Empire State Building. That movie would never happen today, because if the backpack was discovered, they'd shut down the entire block. The bomb squad would come in, and it would be over. They would think it was like an act of terrorism. So even Sleepless in Seattle wouldn't even. All the romance and meeting at the top of the Empire State Building is gone because of the damn backpack, which was a wonderful plot device. Otherwise, where's she's with my mom?
Yeah.
Okay. Only one of the brunettes is here.
Got this too around the base of the tree.
At the studio?
Yeah.
Look at this. This is going to go around the base of the tree at the studio. Lauren got this. Well-dressed home. Oblong tablecloth. Smells cinnamony. Did you rub this down with cinnamon?
Yes.
Why'd you do that?
Because I just...
Is that the package?
Yeah.
Can I, hold on. Can you give that to me real quick? I want to show you guys something real quick. This is going to be fun. Okay, so you know this is the last thing we'll do. Just a little unboxing, and then I'm gonna get down to writing the show for tonight. But I've been doing a lot of upgrades to the studio, as you know, and there's more coming. But the one thing I wanted to do is I wanted to reestablish the swivel cam on the guest couch. But there's also something else I'm planning, and I hope it all works out. Let's see, y'all. This right here is it's not full 360 degrees. I'll just show it to you. This camera, remote control. You remember the remote control camera I had in the studio where I can go and just rotate and zoom in and all that stuff? Well, the other one was just really getting non-responsive. This is a new one that not only I'm going to be putting in the middle of the broadcast room, but I'm going to be bringing this on the road with me whenever I have any cool, rare, public streaming events that we're going to be doing, including, and I'm working all this out right now, December 7th, Saturday, December 7th, my father is putting on, for the second year in a row, a reading. It's not a fully produced play, but it's a read-through, and it was really well done last year, of It's a Wonderful Life. And it's the old radio script of It's a Wonderful Life, and they brought it to the stage. So what I wanted to do, I told him, I said, listen, I want to come and I want to broadcast it this year. I want to find a way of getting all the audio from the soundboard, and I want to be able to set up this camera somewhere in the room and be able to control it remotely, so that hopefully everybody at home on a Saturday night in December can enjoy just the scenery, and hopefully it'll translate well. It should. I mean, it's a radio script, so even if you don't see anything, you should be able to follow along with the plot, and it's a pretty well-known plot. So I'm hoping this works out, because this is a nice little chunk of money that the studio needed as it is, but I would like to make that happen, because it'd be a really nice Christmassy thing to do. So we have a couple of weeks to work it out, and I'm hoping that it all works, because the biggest thing is I have to get there and assess the internet, because I would want to be able to go. I would want an Ethernet port. I wouldn't want to do this wirelessly. So I got the laptop. I can always bring my Rodecaster, and we'll see. Okay. Anyway, you guys have been great to hang out with for the last 40 minutes, and I will see you tonight at 7 o'clock, and thank you so much for everything. What time was this reading? It's December 7th. It'll probably start around 7:30. And it'll be the first play that my daughter gets to go see, other than the Paw Patrol at Madison Square Garden. But that was a morning show, and this is something else. I think she's really going to like it. So I'll see you tonight at 7 o'clock. Hopefully with Matt tonight. Washington trivia. Are you talking about George Washington trivia, or his rules for good behavior and all that stuff? Because I'll put that. Washington rules for civility. That would be nice. And that's all. Okay. You guys have been great. Talk to you soon. Be well. Take care. And become sponsors. Polaroid sponsors. Get a real, quite frankly, NFT. I'll be taking pictures of here. I got a stack of envelopes right over here already. Lauren already made them out. Aurora and I are thinking about what the picture that we're going to take for November is. So, there's the cat. What do you want? Why were you howling again at 3 o'clock in the morning for no reason? Huh? can't anymore.